So I am going to show you how to build a new song from scratch. Say you downloaded a song from multitracks.com. It goes into your downloads folder, and I'm going to open up Here Now by the Empire's album. And you open up the folder Here Now, and then you click on Multitracks ALS file. It's going to pull in everything that from the original stems. I'm going to minimize everything. So what you want to do, zoom out, see everything in here. It's already, you see the markers are already there for you. Unfortunate thing is when you drag this file into a set list, the markers do not come with it. If you want to make any changes to the song. So what I do from here is I go into my templates folder. This is the multitracks.com advanced arrangement template. There's a session view template and arrangement view. Make sure you're always using arrangement view. And I open up the folder. I want to drag this to the top. You see the little line? Just release it. And it's going to pull in every folder I've made. Now they all are open, so you just want to they're all selected, they're all highlighted, so you just want to press minimize to one and then minimize them all. All right, so I'm going to minimize that. So the first thing is to put the advanced template in, and then next thing is to warp every track to the 63 BPM. I highlighted them all, press warp, and you want to change it from beats to complex pro. That's very important. So if you change the key, it's not going to sound garbly. And complex pro, it's pretty smooth. All right, so I'm going to minimize that. Next, I'm going to open up template, tempo cues, click all that. And I'm going to move the guide up to where it says guide. Make sure it's all the way to the edge here. And I'm going to delete click track and guide. Next, I'm going to select on the name drums and highlight all the way down to where it says choir. So I'm going to press the shift button and then click. So click there, shift, click, and then I'm going to do Command G, or you can right click anywhere and then you could say group tracks, but what I'm going to do is Command G. That's just quicker for me. And then Command R is rename, or you can right click, rename. And I'm going to title this. So we see it's key of D, here now. So I'm going to start with D space dash here now. Whoops. Here now. Now I can minimize that, and all those loops are in one folder. And that's what I've done to all these. I've put them in different folders. So it's not like this huge list of every line. All right, so what we want is to tell the song when it plays in our set list that this song is in at 69 BPM at 4/4 time. So go back to my templates, open up arrangement view, and then open up this here. So first line is click. Open up click. This is in a 4/4 time. I just drag 4/4 and drop it, and the line says click. Zoom in. Now we're at sometimes you see where it well, I can't explain it right now. So to right click anywhere on the timeline, and I want to change it to 1 bar. Fix the grid. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to fix the grid to 1 bar. So it's just a little bit cleaner, and I'll explain a little bit later why having it at 1 bar is important. So minimize click, add tempo. We're at tempo 69. Oh, sorry, it was 69, 63. So at the beginning of the song, it's at 63. At the end of the song, it's 69. So it shouldn't make a difference. This song is different. The tempo changes a little bit. So if you wanted to make the tempo faster from the beginning, you can. You could do it at 66 or something like that. So click that, click the one below it, and then you see this the cursor changes. Holding the shift button, you can drag all the way to the end, and I'm pressing the minus button. There's a plus and minus up at the top of your keyboard, and it expands the view while I'm dragging. So click and tempo are set. Minimize this. Skip all the way down to where it says control. Don't worry about guide, dynamic guide. Just go to control. Open up control. What this is doing is it's showing you, it's giving you options to add a locator, next, repeat, click on or off, follow. The ones that I use every week is add locator. And you want to do this, put this in the line that says add locator, one bar after the marker. So you can add them individually like this, or you can hold the option button and drag it. It just copies it. But what will be easier is what I'll show you in a second. And I want to do repeat in the repeat line, one bar before, and so you can drag it, keep on dragging it over, or hold option. You want to do this at every bar. And it's changing the name of this line to control because it's pulling it from here. You just want to rename this. You have to just do this once. Repeat. And then tab down and rename this add locators. Whoops. Add love. Oh yeah. Add locators. Alright, so that's all I use for control. There's another line for control where if you wanted to add a all stop or slow down, like there's a retard at the end of the song, or next, say you just want to skip a section, it skips to the next marker, but I don't do that. And then repeat. This is where it just says repeat. I add this in dynamic guide. It's just an audio cue. And option, I just drop it one bar before. I don't warp it, and it's probably a mistake, but you can warp it if you wanted to. I just don't want it to sound sluggish if it's a pretty quick, consistent sound. It says repeat. So instead of adding each cue every marker, this is the easy part. Zoom in, select one section like that, Command C, copy, and I'm just going to go here, paste, 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 and I do it in every line, paste, paste, paste. When I first started doing this, I was doing each one individually, and it took forever. And I was like, why don't I just copy them all and then paste it? So this is a longer song, and you can see some have like a weird that the markers aren't lining up, and that's probably because the time signature change, or there's like a 2/4 measure in there somewhere. And if you would see it, it would say that it's 2/4. Like it would say it up here 2/4, but this one doesn't. Okay, so now how do you know what these markers will all disappear whenever you add it to a new song? So I'm adding markers down here. So to do that, I select here, and I press Shift, and I click all the way to the end. Right click on it before I open up the folder so that says marker. I press Insert MIDI clip, and then I open it. If you open it before you do that, it won't show up. See, it doesn't say Insert MIDI clip. But if you do it here, well, so let's delete this. Let's do that again. So it's all selected. If you do it here, you can't insert MIDI clip. But when it's shut, you can. Right click, insert MIDI clip. All right, so this is just one huge line. And what I want to do is Command E, which is, what is Command E? What does Command E mean? It's just cutting. It's cutting the MIDI clip up. Well, I don't see it. So Command E cuts. And you could just go to the next marker, cut, Command E, click, Command E. That's the easiest way to do it. You see there's a lot of repeats with these courses. So scroll all the way back to the beginning, and I missed one. I start naming them, and I put in caps. I say count in. This says count off, but I've always said count in, so I say count in. Vamp. Command R, vamp. And it's good to look ahead. Intro. Because there's probably going to be some where you can just copy what you just wrote. Verse 2, like watch this, pre-chorus. And what I'm doing is Command R, so I can do that really quickly. So I'm going to Command A, select all, or you can just select all of it. And Command C is copy. And I'm just going to just paste that every place I see chorus, pre-chorus. Command R, Command V, paste. Command R, Command V, paste. Look at all those courses. All right, course. Command A, and then Command C, Command R, Command V. And once I do this, it's almost done. So me just explaining this step by step, it's really quick. Verse 3, verse 4. All right, now I can just minimize that. Now I know where I am in the song. Cool. So I turn the master to channel 2, and I keep this on master. It forces the song to the loop to go to master 2. The click goes to 1. And what I do is I add under audio effects utility. So I go to audio effects utility. I drag this whole folder on top of the loop group. And what that does is it pops up this little utility plugin, and I can turn up the whole loop channel. Or I can turn it down. So with controlling just this song, say another song is quieter and I need to turn it up. So it only affects that song or this folder right here. So that's basically it. Once you're done with this song, I minimize everything. I press File, Save Set As. Make sure you don't press Save Set because it will save it in the Downloads folder or wherever the original download is. You want to copy all these files and put them in a consistent folder. So I have an Ableton folder and Arrangement View Loops. This is an edited ones. This just what I just did. Arrangement View Loops. Open that up. And I take out multi-track so it's easier for me to find. Here now, and then I do underscore 63 BPM. And since I probably won't know it after today, I do 63 to 69 because I know that the tempo it changes. So if we realize, wow, it's really slow at the end, we can boost up the tempo. Press save. So it changes the title. And then this is very important. Collect all and save. What that does is it takes everything from the whole computer. So like these MIDI notes, the loops, the thing that says repeat, it puts it all into one folder that no matter when you open it from a hard drive or from external hard drive, it will pull from that folder. It's not going to pull from everywhere across your computer. So now if I open up that folder, so I was pulling all those files from an external hard drive. So now I go into the folder I dropped it in, Arrangements. Here now, all the files are in here. The multi-tracks are there. The repeat is there. The folder that's open now, or the file is open now. All the samples. So everything is just native to this folder. And that's it. So hopefully that helped and showed you what I do making a template for a song. I'll share later how to add Pro Presenter cues. This is really simple, but just to give a little teaser, in Pro Presenter, on the playlist in Pro Presenter, it says like the second song would be playlist 1, and then you can tell the computer to force Pro Presenter to do a slide, like slide 1 or slide 3 or slide 4. And whenever it passes over that command, Pro Presenter switches to that slide. You can even have it select a certain video in the image bin and which number video or image to do. You can have it trigger props to where it plays a video on top of Pro Presenter, and you can tell it where to start that video. It's really just cool way to control and automate Pro Presenter. So I've been doing this just a little bit, and it's been flawless. So very good. Let me know if you have any questions. You can email me or call me. All right. See you later.